Top 10 weird Meghan Markle habits that were embarrassing. Starting off with number 10, not on good terms with the in-laws. When news of Harry and Meghan's move out of Kensington Palace to strike out on their own first broke in November of 2018, the public and the press tried to come up with their own conclusion as to why that would be. Meghan. Everyone pointed the fingers at the new royal, suggesting her alleged difficult Duchess attitude was not just reserved for the staff and had caused a feud between her and Kate. Obviously, all that turned out to be untrue. The Sussexes were expecting a baby and wanted more space than the two-bedroom apartment they lived in at Kensington Palace. While a few hints have been given on why the royal family wasn't getting along, it was never really revealed why Kate had a problem with Meghan. Prince William was not happy about Harry and Meghan moving to Windsor, and Harry also felt his brother didn't welcome Meghan with open arms. Despite the fact that Meghan and Kate have nothing in common, Kate had other reasons she didn't like Meghan. Number 9, the Oprah interview. After the infamous Oprah interview dropped back in 2021, the couple had been accused of prolific lying. With lies being told about racism, amongst other things, people can't help but wonder what the truth is and what's being exaggerated. After getting an award for heroism, royal expert Angela Levine has spoken about how they did not deserve it because of the things that were said in the interview. If you haven't watched the interview, there have been endless criticism on many things that have happened throughout the interview, from questionable body language to overdramatic recalls of personal situations. Number 8, mockery. As many know, there is a scene in the series that shows Meghan doing an overly dramatic take of the royal curtsy she was to do when she met the Queen. As she's laughing it up, Harry looks annoyed. Seeing as he's uncomfortable by her mocking his tradition, it's definitely not a good look for Meghan. Other than the mockery, there have been several instances where Meghan chose to do what she preferred rather than respecting the rules of the royal family. These instances show her disrespect for the traditions of the family she married into, and it could be argued that these moments are what caused a rift between Meghan and other members of the family. Whether the mockery was intentional or not, it seems that Meghan does not always respect certain traditions, and this could have caused a bit of tension between her and other members of the royal family. Even though her rebellious attitude has been seen as endearing to some, it cannot be argued that there is an underlying sense of disrespect for something so important to Harry's family. It's also quite possible that Harry could have been joking with her rather than being annoyed, but it's still a potential source of tension between the two, and one can't help but wonder if Meghan is pushing away her so-called in-laws due to her lack of respect for their ways. Number 7, short temper. Meghan and Harry's whirlwind romance has been in the spotlight pretty much since they got together. With fans and haters watching their every move, this couple is used to getting lots of attention, whether they like it or not. When Harry got with Meghan, people started watching Meg like a hawk, dissecting her every move. As someone part of the royal family, displaying strong emotions is not necessarily expected, especially in a public setting. After being invited as a guest speaker at the Power of Women charity benefit, Meghan seemed irritated after pictures of her were published where she was seen lashing out at an employee in the parking garage. The pictures published in the Daily Mail show her looking pissed while pointing at someone. Some believe she was scolding one of her employees, while others say she was letting a parking attendant have it. Regardless of the target, the staff misconduct is not something you would expect from royals, especially those who have been invited to speak about female empowerment. The incident has caused some public scrutiny for her and Harry due to Meg's apparent short temper. It was later revealed that the employee in question had done something wrong against protocol, which led to Meghan's outburst. Nonetheless, no matter the reason for her display of emotion, it's clear that Meghan and Harry have caused quite a stir in the public eye with this misstep. In order to maintain their public standing, they will need to be mindful of how they conduct themselves in public from here on out. Number 6, misinformation. Meghan and Harry have been accused of spreading false information about other members of the royal family, and that's not just by Angela Levine, but also fans around the world. Fans are disappointed in how they conducted themselves during many interviews and their podcast and series and the memoir, as it seemed like they were trying to gain sympathy from people. It's always hard to tell truth from lies when celebrities are involved, but it's safe to say that Meghan and Harry's short temper is a huge cause for concern. Number 5, playing victim. Harry's newly formed and deeply damaging anti-royal beliefs are being peddled by Meghan, according to some people, including royal author Tom Bower, who said this while speaking to American journalist Megyn Kelly. He started by branding the American very clever and added, "Don't think for a moment that she's not convincing quite a lot of people that somehow she was thrown to the wolves. It's no secret that Meghan has had a short temper from the very beginning, and this doesn't seem to have gone anywhere. She is still trying to prove her point of how she was wronged by the British royals. All of us can certainly relate to having a short fuse now and then, but it seems like Meghan needs to take a step back and face the reality. Playing victim won't do her any good. Meghan has also been accused of hijacking Harry during their royal tour in Africa, one source claiming that there was one agenda, hers. The Duke of Cambridge, William, had even expressed his concern over Harry's behavior while on tour. It's quite obvious that Meghan is trying to convince people that she was wronged by the royal family, and this has only caused further unrest in the palace. Number 4, the Netflix docu-series. We have all seen or at least heard about this 6-part Netflix docuseries, and let me tell you, the tea on these two is hot. While it was back in 2020 that the couple stepped down from the throne to live a life away from their royal responsibilities to have a quiet and normal life, we can't help but question why everything they've been doing is the exact opposite of quiet. Meghan has portrayed an exaggerated image of a victim and seems to be playing up the poor me role as much as possible. She's been going on many public speaking tours, trying her hardest to legitimize the royal family in whatever way she can, all while pulling at her heartstrings about how hard it is to become a mom and trying to gain her sympathy. Meghan's been playing the victim card so hard that it's become a regular occurrence, where every other day we have to hear about how she's stepping down from charities or being blamed for something without reason. On to number 3, abrasive. Meghan was accused of abrasive behavior towards staff members and diplomats, according to an explosive royal biography. Looking back at the Sussexes' visit to Sydney, Australia, where they received an amazing reception, Tom Bower wrote Meghan was allegedly abrasive towards her 4 female staff and even towards the local British diplomats. According to one report, Meghan allegedly threw a cup of tea into the air. He continued by saying that her anger may have been partly fueled by Harry. Every night he trolled social media searching for snide comments on the internet. Every morning he and Meghan turned on their phones to surf the internet. That doesn't sound very healthy to me. Australia, as covered in past videos, didn't seem to be as fun as the couple may have hoped, and it's been reported they were feeling down in the down under. Number 2, doing what she wants. It seems like Meg was trying to make a point by going to vote even though royals are forbidden to do so. After she posted a picture of her wearing a sticker indicating that she had gone to vote, it was not well received in the UK. And even though she is no longer an official member of the royal family and isn't permitted to abide by those laws, it's definitely savage of her to do that knowingly, since she is married into the family. And finally, number 1, mistreating staff. Leading up to the Oprah interview, the Times reported accusations that Meghan mistreated her palace aides and staff prior to the 2020 exit. While Meghan denied the allegations, noting in a statement that she was saddened by the latest attack on her character, the palace revealed they were investigating the claims. The inquiry was said to involve interviews with current and former staff. The Times also alleged that Meghan had sent an email to her team in October 2018 demanding they complete a task within a tight deadline. Her comment reportedly included the phrase, "I'm not tolerating incompetence or gross negligence any longer," which Meghan has denied saying. The royal couple have always been called out for their use of private jets multiple times in 2019, while lecturing the public on sustainability. The trips were reported to include 4 plane rides between August and October, with some destinations being luxury vacations, such as Ibiza and Nice. While Harry was quick to apologize for errors of judgment in the use of private jets, Meghan has yet to comment on her role. These controversies have caused a great deal of backlash and raised questions about how much Meghan's behavior affects the monarchy. While there is still no clear answer, it will be interesting to see how matters progress as more information comes out about these incidents. In any case, it's clear that Meghan's actions have scrutinized the royal family's reputation and will continue to do so in the future. But that is all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more news on your favorite celebrities and the royals, and I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.